obviously based in Turkey. He graduated in pharmacy in 1992 and was elected as a member of the supervisory board at Samsung Chamber of Pharmacists in 1999. He has taken office as the member of the board in 2001 to 2003, treasurer from 2003 to 2005 and general secretary 2005 to 2007. He was elected as president of Samsung Chamber of Pharmacists in 2007 until he left his position in 2011 and has since been elected as the vice president of the Turkish Pharmacists Association, which he undertook that job for 4 years before he was elected as the Secretary General, his current role. He is a member of the Turkish Patent Institute Advisory Board, an individual member of FIP, and of course I strongly encourage you all to be individual members of FIP, the pharmaceutical group of the European Union and the Europharm Forum. He runs his own pharmacy and has done so in Samsung since 1993. So welcome to Arman, and he's speaking on CPD and New Services Program in smart pharmacies in Turkey. Welcome.
Thank you, President. Distinguished guests and dear colleagues, as the President said, I am the Secretary General of Turkish Pharmacists Association. First of all, I should say that it's an honor to be here and share our professional experience with all of you. Turkish Pharmacists Association is the association of all pharmacists in Turkey. We are representing 32,000 pharmacists in Turkey. 25,700 pharmacists in Turkey are the community pharmacists. Our association has 54 regional chambers of pharmacists. Today, I will share with you one of our projects. That is Smart Pharmacy project. My presentation will be about the evaluation report of the pilot project. We have a dream for pharmacists and pharmacy services in Turkey. Today, I will share with you how our dream is getting to be real. We started a project based on a new innovative model. Actually, at the end of the project of pharmacy, practice in Turkey would gradually change. We want to increase the quality of services in pharmacy. To assure the quality, we used globally adopted educational tools and best practices. While preparing our project, we integrated the inputs of all stakeholders in Turkey for developing a brighter future for our pharmacists. In this project, the ideas and opinions of academicians, community pharmacies, bureaucrats were taken together through various meetings. Then we developed a new approach to increase the quality of pharmacy practice. In this project, we followed the pillars of quality. You know, the pillars of quality are context, structure, process, outcomes, and impact. We integrate all those pillars to our project. Also, we worked with two distinguished international experts. One of them is Accreditation Council for Pharmacy Education, ACPE, and the other is PharmExpert. You know, these are the well-known steps of CPD. We respect all these steps. Whole CPD cycle was followed by us. Then we start to implement application. That's for asthma services in pharmacy. I want to highlight that we have 54 regional chamber of pharmacists in Turkey. We have the power of strong membership. This is our biggest chance. Before the pilot implementation, all actors and stakeholders in this issue came together. Academicians, pharmacists, specialists, health professionals, and bureaucrats. We made a SWOT analysis. We decided our strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Then we set up our strategies. So we decided to get started the pilot project with 8 regional chamber of pharmacists. Here you can see our portfolio for CPD. We developed this portfolio for our pharmacists in Turkey, following the frameworks of FIP. In the light of the FIP frameworks, we developed self-evaluation tests. They are specifically based on a line through how pharmacists can and should self-evaluate themselves. Dear colleagues, in this slide, you can see how our pharmacists developed after pilot implementation. Actually, these are the results of self-evaluation process. Our pharmacists made a self-evaluation before and after education. You see how they evaluate themselves after the pilot implementation. Let me tell you something about these results. First, some indicators are high and some are not. The lower results are not in the control of pharmacists. For example, inter-professional cooperation. In our country, laws and regulations don't let such collaboration. We are trying to overcome these through legal changes. Therefore, percentage and improvement in interpersonal cooperation is low. Generally, the lower results are the areas that pharmacists don't have much control. But let me share my opinion that if you start this project in your country, I'm afraid you will face with the same results. Dear colleagues, in this slide you see 2 tables. In the first table, you see how pharmacists evaluate themselves. You see the range that they use. Actually, first table is about possible results. And in the second table, you can see the pre-pilot and post-pilot evaluation and the difference. As you all can see, there are visible changes. These are actually encouraging results. However, you must remember that these are self-reported data. They are subjective. Although it's so, these results encourage us and made us feel brave to keep going. Yes, in this slide, you see how our pharmacists collect data about patients. Before pilot, all these documents are hard copy and all the data had to be collected manually. Our pharmacists were taking notes and collecting data through papers and documents. But now, all these documents are in the software that we developed. These documents are online now. They are now simple, fast, and user-friendly. These documents are very important to us, since they are indicating how and in what way pharmacists contribute to the health system. Yes. Let's look at the results. According to the data of the pilot implementation performed between May and October 2015, 220 individual visits were documented, 80% visited the pharmacy twice or more, and the total number of the visits is 386. Dear colleagues, in this slide you see how many different activities are made by our smart pharmacists. they have checklists like this. They follow all these steps. And these steps are fully covered. As a result, this shows us the contribution of smart pharmacists regarding asthma, COPD patients. The average improvement in 80 patients of the asthma control test score compared with the first visit was 76%. The average improvement in 80 patients of the peak flow value compared with the first visit was 40%. And 30% decrease occurred in salbutamol use by patients. As you see the results, they are very good after smart pharmacy services. Most of the patients learned how to breathe much more properly. And let's look some lifestyle changes. 6 patients stopped smoking. And 7 patients started to exercise daily, and associated weight loss and improvement in the quality of life was observed. Yes. I will tell a patient story. Our patient, who for years had seen himself as an asthma patient, was told that he might not be an asthma patient due to the very high test results obtained. The patient was referred to a specialist and necessary investigations were carried out. As a result of these investigations, it was determined by the specialist that the active substance of metoprolol-succinate used by the patient, although it's a cardioselective medicine, and caused this condition. In conclusion, the use of this medicine was interrupted and our patient gained comfort. Another story, our patient who was using the salbutamol of minimum 8 or 10 times per day wasn't using regularly the other medicines. Due to wrong inhalation technique, she had sores in her mouth. Following the necessary information that our smart pharmacists give, sores in the mouth of our patient are improved for now. Most importantly, the patient currently uses salbutamol maximum 2 or 3 times rather than 8 or 10 times. Yes, in this photo, our project team are visiting the Minister of Health in Turkey. We are demonstrating what we did in our pharmacies. There are 6 medical doctors in the meeting with Ministry of Health. They really asked a lot of questions about this project. They were all impressed. At the end, Ministry of Health said that, bring me more results. Then we will open the way for these services to be paid by the state. And asthma and COPD project today still continues in our pharmacies. The project was spread to 36 more cities between August 8th and 18th. And the measurement tools used will be further developed. Together with spreading the asthma COPD applications throughout Turkey, the implementation in the diabetes education will be launched as a pilot of October or November 2016. As TPA, we are the observer member of PGU. According to PGU Annual Report 2015, these are the services accessible in the pharmacies in Europe. Today, we are very proud of covering all those services in our pharmacies. We are happy to be part of this map. Dear colleagues, I want to say a few words. We are representing 32,000 pharmacists in Turkey. Think, all of them making all those contributions. The health system. This is our dream. And this project that I shared with is nothing but the beginning. We keep going to develop and contribute. Before end of my speech, I want to say that I am very proud of being a member of TPA and FIP. Both let me have a vision to develop myself and provide a path to realize our dreams for our colleagues. It was a great journey for us to come here and share our dreams. Thank you all for listening to me.
Thank you, Armin. I'm sure Armin is available for questions. Do we have any questions?
Thank you very much for the inspiring presentation. According to having in mind that we have many people in the audience from different countries who are maybe dealing to start with the services without any payment from the pharmacy, from the patients, or from the Ministry of Health. Can you tell us something about the motivation of the pharmacists, of the pilot coordinators and beginners? How did they feel to start? It was not easy to start. Can you tell us a little bit about motivation and what does it mean to be engaged as a smart pharmacist in Turkey?
Thank you. We started this project nearly 2 years ago. At the beginning, also, we, our association, our board members, and also the pharmacists in Turkey have a lot of questions. Can we do this? Can we success? We, as I told, we started with 8 chambers, 254 pharmacists from different parts of Turkey, and after nearly 1 year, they saw the good results and the turn of patients, and really patients are really very happy. Nearly 20 minutes they are asking them, they are writing a lot to the forms, and we think that now they believe our dream. Thank you.
Question up the back.
Thank you for your presentation. From the slides, your Ministry of Health is asking for evidence. How do we intend to go about that? Secondly, are your programs disease specific? Are you targeting it towards different diseases? Because you've done asthma, you said you're going to extend it to cardiovascular diseases and all. So I want to understand how you're going about that.
Please, can you repeat the first question about the Ministry of Health? I can understand.
Your Ministry of Health, yes. You've showed them your work, and you said they are very happy, but they're asking for more evidences so they can pay you for your services. How do you intend to go about that?
Yes, we started our project in 8 chambers in Turkey. Nearly, yeah, it means 8 cities in Turkey, but we have 54 chambers. In August 8th and 18th, with the implementation, it's 36 cities and more pharmacists, and we are taking the other results and we will collect all of them. We had a report also for the pilot, and we will create a big report with the implementation. And the second, is there a question?
about new models?
New models, we will start diabetes after 2 or 3 months. We are preparing our diabetes model, and then we think about cardiovascular and also obesity and smoking. Yes, a lot of for the patients.
A further question at the front here, just the microphones coming. Perhaps you can identify where you're from when you ask your question.
Thank you for your excellent presentation. I think, in my opinion, it's a good project, and in my opinion, it deserves an award. And do you think to get an application for FIP awards for next years?
Thank you. Why not? Why not?
I'm no longer on the program committee, so I can't control that. Any further questions? If not, I think we'll draw the session to a close. We're reasonably close to time, so I'd like to thank all of our speakers. It's been a very enlightening session. 3 very exciting presentations and clearly some significant progress in 3 countries, so thank you for your contributions. Please fill out your evaluation.